Thank you for tuning in. This is Ori Palio, your favorite Miami real estate broker. And today I want to talk to you about Coral Gables. I've been working in Miami real estate for over a decade. And as we wrapped up 2025 and head into 2026, I want to reflect on how market behaved last year. And one thing is very evident. Miami is not one real estate market. It's a collection of micro markets, and Coral Gables is no different. Some segments in Coral Gables are extremely tight, some are strong, and one actually gives buyers a little bit of breathing room. And that price point tends to surprise people. Watch till the end to find out. So let's break down Coral Gables by price point, because in this market, price point is everything. And once you know the price, you know the rules. And if you're buying or selling Coral Gables this year, this breakdown will help you understand exactly where you stand. $1.5 million and below. Under that price point is where the Coral Gables market has changed the most. And honestly, the reason is very simple. Before the pandemic in 2018-19, every year around 600 homes sold at that price point. But today, these homes just don't exist anymore at that price. That's why sales dropped. Not because buyers went away, but because supply did. Even recently, last year, 339 homes sold under $1.5 million. But there are only 130 homes available at that price point today. So when hundreds of buyers are still transacting every year, but only a fraction of that inventory exists, it's no surprises that prices keep going up. That brings us up to $1.5 to $3.5 million price range. And this is apparently the healthiest and most competitive price range in Coral Gables. So prior to pandemic, it was about 100 homes that sold in this price range. In 2021, that demand surged for obvious reason, and sales jumped up to nearly 300 as buyers moved from the market below. What matters is what happened afterwards. So if you remember, 2024 was the slowest year nationally, but it didn't happen in Coral Gables. In Coral Gables, in that price point from 2022 to 2025, consistently 200 homes were sold each year in that price range, from 1.5 to 3.5. And now compare that to supply. Today, there are only 86 homes available in that price range. So that's a seller's market, right? Not overheated, not speculative, just very, very tight. And this is where buyers are educated, motivated, and a little annoyed, because when a good listing hits the market on Wednesday, it's gone by next Friday. So while price homes still move, buyers compete, and pricing power exists because inventory just didn't catch up. Well, now we're going from 3.5 to 6 million range. And the story shifts again. Pre-pandemic, this was a steady segment, roughly 20 to 30 sales per year. In 2021, triple, jumping from about 28 to 86. That wasn't random, it was spillover demand again. Since then, activity normalized, but importantly, it normalized above pre-pandemic level. Today, there are about 41 homes available in this bracket, and 58 sold last year. So balanced market again. It's not weak, it's a discerning one. Buyers here aren't in a rush, but they're also not negotiating with themselves. $6 to $11 million. And this one might actually be one of the healthiest segments in Coral Gables right now. So before the pandemic, this was a very small market, about 10 sales per year. During pandemic, it doubled. But what's really telling what happened after? During the national slowdown, 2024, there were still about 25 sales. And last year, there was 27 sales in this price range. And today there are only 30 homes available in this price range. So when nearly as many homes that sell in a year as are available in the market, that's not a coincidence, that's math. Above $11 million. This is where the market changes one more time. Before the pandemic, we typically saw about 3-4 sales per year at this price point. And in 2021, that went up to 16 sales, and last year, 19 sales at this price point. So this is the only price point in Coral Gables where buyers have options. Sellers need to be precise, and buyers are more demanding, more selective, and more sophisticated. The big takeaway here is simple. Coral Gables isn't slowing down. It's sorting itself out. Demand exists at every level. Supply hasn't kept up. And leverage shifts depending on the price. The biggest mistake people make is assuming it's all the same market. In Coral Gables, understanding where you are matters far more than guessing where the market is going. And that's why usually opportunity happens. If you have any questions about Coral Gables real estate market, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is below. My name is Ori Pelio and I work here, I live here, and I'm here for you.